to be adopted by beautiful people. In 1974, I graduated out of Abraham Lincoln High School. My father was a lieutenant in the fire department. He coached me, and I took the fireman's test. I scored a 98 on the test. That was the time the affirmative action set in, and I was shut out by everybody, and they were a black area who scored 75. Took my job.
Right, let me slow down. How would you know what the other guys scored? They released that information?
Yes, they did. They released it at the time, and my father knew very well how it was.
All right. All right, sir, I appreciate your call. I'm sure there's 1,000 examples, 1,000,000 examples like this, and 1,000,000 examples of others telling me how it saved their lives forevermore. The problem is, this keeps picking at the scab, picking at the scab, picking at the scab. Keeps the nation divided. And I'm tired of it, and that's exactly what these political demagogues are all about in their mouthpieces on TV and radio. Now, either we believe in a colorblind society, where everybody has a shot at a job, or a shot at what they want to do, on a relatively equal footing. And by that, I'm not talking about race. I'm talking about that some factors are weighed more than others. But if we keep making excuses, if we keep going back to the Civil War, if we keep doing stuff like that, well, then it's not going to work. We're never going to be a united America. You know, the intrinsic outrage of the assassination of Lincoln is bad enough. But I'm convinced the older I get, it really, really set back the nation. Because he was uniquely positioned, Lincoln was, to bring the nation together in ways, of course, that Andrew Johnson was incapable of. And, of course, he was a Democrat, he was a Southerner, and the House impeached him, and the Senate almost removed him one vote shy. But that assassination has affected this nation for a very, very long time. And probably will continue to. But there are definitely elements in our society, and I don't mean this racially, I mean it intellectually. We want to keep this going, and keep this going, and keep this going. There's definitely politicians in this country that see profit out of this too. Because a serene nation, a happy nation, a unified people are pretty much going to be want to be left alone. They're going to appreciate the society that exists. They may actually take advantage of their opportunity in a free society. But if your goal really is to usurp the Constitution, destroy the society, centralize power, you've got to do what's been done since the beginning of time, certainly since the beginning of man, and that is balkanize. Balkanize and agitate. I'll be right back. This month, my friends at the Federation for American Immigration Reform, or FAIR, are marking their 35th anniversary, and that's a big deal, because for 3.5 decades, for most of our lives really, they fought to restore sanity to American immigration policy. FAIR has fought for border and interior enforcement, protected our national security, guarded our jobs and our tax dollars, demanded respect for the rule of law, and stood up to powerful special interests who want to abuse immigration policy for politics and profits. But our friends at FAIR don't have time to celebrate. No, unfortunately right now, they're too busy fighting yet another battle on our behalf, and one that may be their toughest yet. Stopping the Obama administration from trying to roll back virtually all progress that's been made on our behalf. Now, we simply can't let that happen. Folks, let's help FAIR hold the line, and they can only do it with your support. Go to fairus.org, where you can get involved and make a difference. That's fairus.org.
It's 6:30 from the Brilene Energy News Desk. I'm Chad Dixon, WBAP 24/7 News. The death toll rises in South Korea. Details after your first weather and traffic. Checking the WBAP Weather In Touch forecast. sunshine the rest of the afternoon. High today, 84. Tonight, mostly clear skies, low around 59. And for tomorrow, look for sunny skies. It's going to be dry, high of 83. It's sunny and 82 at Love Field. Now look at the ClassicChevrolet.com 24-hour right now traffic watch. Here's Monty Cook.
635 eastbound around Northwest Highway. The earlier problem cleared up. Still heavy, though, all the way back into the high five. Southbound 75 at Woodall Rogers cleared up that problem. But the same story. It's sluggish into the high five as well there. 183 westbound past Brown Trail. Got a multi-car crash keeping you heavy toward 157 Industrial. And I-30 eastbound at East Chase Parkway. Wreck on the ramp itself, but that's the lighter side of traffic. The WBAP 24-hour right now traffic watch. I'm Monty Cook.
News is brought to you by Select Comfort. A crew member from the sunken South Korean ferry says the crew tried to bring the ferry upright when it started listing, but it didn't work. The crew member is one of the 4 who were arrested today in connection with the sinking. In all, 9 crew members, including the captain, have been arrested or detained. The number of bodies recovered has reached 113. About 190 are still missing. The U.S. Chemical Safety Board has issued a scathing report 1 year after the deadly West Texas fertilizer plant explosion.
CSB Chairman Rafael Mori Iraso says several issues went into allowing the explosion to be possible, and federal and state regulations need to be enhanced in order to prevent something like this from happening again.
The public deserves to know how this came to be. The fire and explosion at West Fertilizer was preventable. It should never have occurred.
Findings also show that responding firefighters did not know the incredible danger surrounding them when responding to the initial fire. In Dallas, Eric Bushman, 24/7 News.
Over the past year, riders have bought 14,000 day passes on Fort Worth's bike sharing program. The program launched a year ago today, and Kristen Camarino says